Hello. Hello. Just getting myself situated. How is everyone? Hello. Are we all set for another great day of knitting? Again, I will be working on my perihelion. I am finished section 2 and I am entering into section 3. Again, thank you everyone for joining me for the February knitting challenge with the Canadian Cancer Society. All awareness for it really helps. But yeah, so section 2 is done. Now on to section 3. So section 3, there are 48 rows in this. Well, in the meantime, I wanted to show you a murder mystery book that I am reading. It is by Ali Pleater. It's called On Skein of Death. And I am borrowing this from one of my friends and store patrons. So thank you to that individual for lending it to me. Hey B, how's it going? So I wanted to share a few pages of the opening of this book. The reason why is because it reminisces so intensely with me and why I opened up my shop that I feel like I need to share. So we're going to have some knitting story time for about 5 minutes. All right. Chapter 1. So it's more than yarn. The young woman staring at my shop sign asked. The letters stand for something. She didn't stare at the single word. Instead, I could tell she was wondering about the period after each letter. My big wooden shop sign is one of the things I love most about YARN, like the shop. The sign is full of color and texture. It shows a ball of green yarn winding its way through the 4 letters to land, as all yarn should, on a pair of knitting needles. I had it hand carved by a local artist, and when it first arrived, I spent a whole day just touching it. I ran my fingers lovingly over the carved lines and curves before I let them put it up. Now it sits nestled beside a big display window to stand out against the colonial charm of my brick storefront. I stopped watering the potted plants on either side of my door and offered the woman my warmest smile. Oh, you bet they do. Since that sign went up on opening day 3 months ago, there isn't a single moment I love more than telling someone what YARN means. What, she asked. I have answered this question 100 times. I'd happily answer it 1,000 times more. Come on inside and I'll show you, I said as I pulled the shop door open. I'll admit I have had to learn to tamp down my raging enthusiasm at moments like this. In the shop's first weeks, I tended to go a little overboard and scare off unsuspecting customers. Now it's almost always ends the same wonderful way. What's your name? I asked as we walked inside. Caroline, she offered. She was dressed in trendy weekend yoga wear, a wildly designed combination of turquoise and peach. This was a woman who liked color. And if there's one thing YARN is overflowing with, it's color. I gave her a moment to take it all in. Welcome to Yarn, Caroline. I'm Libby Beckett. I gestured around the shop. Every wall is covered with stacked square cubbies holding all kinds of yarn. Soft pastels, riotous self-striping mixes, understated heathers, thick, thin, fuzzy, shiny. There's a whole universe of things just begging to be touched and explored. Yarn is a comfort space. More than just comfortable, the shop exudes comfort, with deep cushioned chairs, bright warm lighting, tables to gather at, and thick rugs underfoot. It smells like good coffee, frequently of baked goods, and of the particular but identifiable scent of creativity. Not a speck of chrome to be found here, just deep shelves and bins in every nook and cranny. This isn't a place where you just duck in and grab what you need. It's a soothing haven where you linger and discover, where you sit for an hour and no one cares. In fact, we love when you do. Yarn is the thing I was born to do. Sure, I was good at a pharmaceutical sales rep, but that was just a job. I think of yarn as the most excellent work of my soul, my prescription, if you will, for happiness, mine and everyone's. Caroline was intrigued, I could tell already. I led her to the only black furnishing in the whole color strewn shop. Sorry. The giant blackboard that covers one wall. With one hand, I gave her my friendliest handshake, while with the other, I pointed up to the colorful lists scribbled all over the chalkboard. And here's the answer to your question. I watched Caroline take in the kaleidoscope of words. Some are scribbled in a reckless manner, others are artfully drawn. I've always thought of my blackboard as graffiti of the very best kind. Only one version is painted to permanently stand at the top of the board, my original version of what YARN stood for. You're absolutely ready now. Maybe someday it will stop sending a zing through my veins when I read it, but that hasn't happened yet. At the bottom of the board sat a little bucket of colored chalks, painted with the invitation, add your own. And my customers have, over the months, some funny, some pregnant. Here are some of them. You'll always remember nice. Yellow adds romantic notions. Yell at ridiculous negativity. Yielding amounts to relatively nothing. Your anger rewards no one. There have been dozens. I want there to be thousands before I'm done, if I'm ever done. So this really, really resonated with me, that opening of this book, because I feel very strongly about my store as well being a third place for individuals. And I want it to be somewhere cozy, safe, welcoming for everyone that comes to the shop. So reading that just really was like reading my emotions about opening the store from someone else's eyes, I guess. But it really resonated with me, so I felt like I needed to share that. So thank you for sitting with me while I read that to you. But yeah, the shop means a lot to me, so does knitting. All right, so section 3. This is when it starts adding in cable work for the perihelion shawl, as well as syncopated stitches. So I'm going to do my best. I don't think I'm going to get to any of the syncopated stitches. Oh no, I lied. There are syncopated stitches here, by the looks of it. Oh, that color looks so similar that it's hard to tell. I might have to go through and color some of this a different color to note which ones are actually syncopated. But it doesn't look like I start syncopated stitches until row 7, so that's good, I guess. Because I doubt I'll get to row 7 in this shorter period of time. But let's go. How are you doing, B? Oh, hey, Kat. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. How are you? How's your shawl going? Oh, you heard me read the opening of it? Yeah. It's actually a murder mystery. Oh, I believe the mighty part. I definitely believe the mighty part. The colors you've chosen are awesome. Can't go wrong with black and purple. But it stands out and it's just like, pow! The purple is very strong. I like it. I like it like I like you. Eee. Alrighty. Stitch time. Row 1, light color, knit 2. Oh yeah, mighty of yarn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with days like today where I don't know if it's going to be snowing all day or on and off, the knitting is really helpful with just kind of hunkering in a way. Okay, purple is the brioche yarn over, right? Yes, okay. Alrighty. One, two. Am I repeating this all the way? I'm repeating this all the way. This row's quite nice. It's like the calm before the storm. It's like, here, we'll give you a simple row before we make you do insane cabling and brioche with syncopated stitches. Have fun. It's kind of how I feel like the welcoming committee for hell is like, hello and welcome. Please enjoy this complimentary drink and meal before you reach the pit of doom, where you will sweat like as if you're in a sauna that has malfunctioned. So, yes, this pattern is giving me those vibes of enjoy this easy row before you pull out your hair. But I don't want to scare anyone. This pattern is very fun, especially if you find enjoyment out of challenging yourself in knitting. I do. I find a lot of enjoyment in challenging myself. So, yeah. I'm excited for what this will look like. I know yesterday I said that, or a couple times I've probably said that I'm surprised that it seems so small considering on section 2 of 4. But I have discovered that section 3 is 48 rows. So that will really build it out. And that'll be nice. It'll probably add some more of the volume that the picture gives that I haven't reached yet. So that'll be nice. Also, anyone out there shoveling today, please be careful, listen to your body, don't hurt yourself. If you find yourself getting winded, take a break. I don't know what happened with me yesterday. Maybe it was from the extreme cold, but it was actually warm enough finally to take the dogs for a walk. So we went for a quick one, which is like 15 minutes, because that's all they can really do at one time without their paws freezing. So we went, but then when I got back and into the house after like 5 minutes, I got really shaky, like dizzy, not really dizzy shaky, but shaky to the point where I thought my legs were going to give out. It was kind of interesting. Um, I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to eat something. So I ate a giant bowl of soup. Maybe I need to warm up more. Giant bowl of soup. Um, but it wasn't going away. Like, it got to the point where I ended up having to nap. So I don't, and then even after the nap, I kind of had this weird flush feeling. And Chris came home with ice cream for me, bless his heart. So I ate the ice cream and I felt a little better. So I'm like, huh, I wonder if it's a sugar thing. And there is type 2 diabetes history in my family. My dad does have it. And so I'm just kind of like, my breath doesn't smell fruity. I haven't been peeing more. So could it have just been a random low sugar situation? I don't know, but listen to your body. It hasn't happened since, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, listen to your body if you're out there today. Be safe. Shovel safe. Use your legs and arms, not your back. But yeah. So what's everyone working on today? Oh, that's not an it. That's an increase. My bad. Also, after my nap yesterday, I'm working on porcelain sweater neckband. So boring. Wait, if you're working on the neckband, are you pretty much done the body? Are you that far along in it? Because if you are, I'm so excited to see the final product when you're done. Because I know half done body, just yes, I get that. Half of the time, whenever like I do finish and I leave the neck to last, I'm like, can I just wear it without the neck? And then I realize, no, I can't. And it's almost worse than Sleeve Island. So that's actually probably a better plan that you're doing it halfway. Because then you have the body, like rest of the body to look forward to be like, okay, when I get this done, I can finish the body. One can't try it on. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting some tried-on tubing into sucks rotating a whole sweater to knit. But that's probably an even bigger reason for doing it earlier, just because of the whole sweater spinning thing. Yep, I get that. But yeah, I've been thinking about getting some tried-on tubing into the shop and adding it to my own repertoire of notions and haberdasheries. Because I don't really try my clothes on until it's done. And then it's kind of like, well, it is what it is. So yes, anyone who's been watching a lot recently, do not do the two things that I have been doing lately. One, not swatching. Two, not trying on your knits as you go to make sure that it's actually fitting correctly. Because not all patterns are made to fit all body types correctly. So some modifications might need to be done to fit your body the best way possible. Yeah. So those are two things you should do that I don't do, but I should be doing and will be doing. Oh, also, I am going to kind of drop a little bit of a teaser here right now. I have been talking to an individual who is a felt portrait painter, and she does 2-day workshops where basically she brings everything you would need and she runs you through creating a felted portrait of an animal or what have you that is the subject of that workshop. So I have been in touch with her, and I am following up on it to get more details about offering that at the shop for one or two workshops. So that will be something fun to keep your eyes out for. We don't sell anything roving or for spinning in the store yet. But I feel like it'd be great for those that are interested in trying felting but don't want to fully invest in buying all of the material for it and tools. Kind of like a taste tester, give it a try, see if you like it. And then if it ends up being something you like, go for it. Like knitting, crafting, it could be worse. Could be actual drugs for me, but I much prefer my addiction to be my knitting and crafting. I also don't need a very large rubber band. Oh no. I guess in some cases, um, the yarn socks, the cozies, the yarn cozies, could count as that large rubber band. But yes, I do very much love my addiction. That and coffee. I'm very much addicted to coffee. And black chocolate. Not black chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm thinking black coffee, dark chocolate. There we go. Because I don't have any milk or sugar with my coffee. It's black like my soul. Now, which version? Like dark and moody or Motown? Hey, sister, soul sister. Na 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 na. He's the soul sister. Okay, I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself now. Oh wait, that's my whole life. It's okay. I don't find much of what I do to be embarrassing. I call it flavor. You never know what you're gonna get. I'm like allspice or all dressed chips. Actually, that's a lie. One thing that you can definitely count on is a really good hug from me and welcoming smile for those that know me. Hi, hug me. If you're a hugger, if you're not, then I respect that. But you'll always find a welcoming smile and open arms. And if you don't, then it's probably because something really bad has happened. Yeah. No syncopated stitches yet, thank goodness. We are on to the classic right side stitch row for the dark color. Woo! So I should be able to plow through this pretty fast, as long as I don't make mistakes or drop any stitches. I should be adding lifelines, but I'm not. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? What are you working on during this stitch session? But yeah, I'm enjoying this process. I have not worked on my maxi dress. I'm good. I'm playing with baby currently, so no crafting. Okay. How is the baby doing? Did the baby sleep throughout the night? We actually have two hot mamas in the kitchen today, both with adorable children. He slept great, so he's super happy. Oh, I love hearing that. And I'm so happy for you that that's the situation. Happy baby, happy mommy. Fantastic. Fantastic to hear. But yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting to the sync. Okay, I know I said I was dreading it, but I'm actually looking kind of forward to getting to the syncopated stitches because I really want to see what that will look like. I know I can look at the picture and see it, but it's so much different when you're doing the project and you're seeing the magic unfold from your own hand movements. It's some sort of magical. It's the closest I'm going to get to being an actual Witcher sorceress. So I'll take what I can get, making beautiful designs. But yeah, I am kind of excited. Am I going to keep working on this after this session? Probably, but I'll probably give my hands a bit of a break from being colored blue because the yarn is still bleeding onto my hands a little as I work with it. Thank goodness I have color catchers for when it comes to blocking. Note, I was only able to ever find the color catchers on Amazon. I tried to find them at my local Walmart as well as some of my grocery stores and stuff. But for some reason, I cannot find the Shout color catchers except for on Amazon. Why? No idea. Just the only place I seem to be able to find it. A little infuriating. Pearl do, pearl do, pearl do, beep, beep, beep. Oh, there's the pearl. Okay, we're good. Okay. So yeah, in between knitting this or working on my Labrador puppy cross stitch or working on my maxi dress, I'll probably read some of my knitting murder mystery book and possibly wipe down and deep clean our main floor bathroom and upstairs bathroom and shower. I try to do it at least like once every week to every other, like every week and a half, sometimes more. Just because one, for the showers and the shower section, I like taking baths as a way to relax with some bubble bath stuff. Sorry, not bubble bath, but bath bombs and Epsom salts. And then I'll sometimes read a book, but always have a cold glass of water with me because the heat from a hot bath just woo. If you want to get rid of a cold, stick yourself into a hot bath and just let it sweat out. So yes, I like to keep our shower cleaned frequently for that reason. And also just, it's a bathroom. I like it clean. And we have dogs and cats and hair ends up everywhere and we have to vacuum every other day. So it just makes sense. So yeah, just a chilled day, relaxing, nothing too crazy. There is, so I did share this with a few people that the Oshawa Arts Association is looking for was it service coordinator and art director for their board volunteer positions. And I've been following the Oshawa Arts Association kind of close, and it has some really interesting stuff. So there's even a scholarship type thing that is offered through them for emerging artists. There's the yearly summer art festival event. Is it just, yeah, I think it's just in the summer. and they've held a number of even indigenous focused art events. We even have an art gallery here in Oshawa, not just like a community art center. And I believe they are involved with them. And with being a local yarn store, I'm kind of gotta join a meeting. Bye, Kat. Have fun. Enjoy the meeting. Continue to be the superstar that you are. And say hi to the family. Love you. So I kind of want to do a little more research into what's entailed in the different positions. If there is like an hour requirement, because it does just say that it's volunteer, but sometimes when you volunteer on a board, it has requirements of like how many hours, how many meetings you attend, XYZ. So I have to do a little more research into what exactly that entails. But I serve on the board for my choir. It was an enjoyable experience and very rewarding. That's what I'm thinking. That it will be enjoyable and highly recommend if it fits into your. That's what I'm thinking. Because crafting, even though it's a craft and it can fall both under hobbyist and art, I feel like a craft is a form of art. And I don't know, I just feel like I could add something to the Oshawa community in that regards. So yeah, I do think it would be, yeah, it is 100% art. Yep. So I think it would be useful for me to be a part of that board. And also, I do have a very strong um, affinity to wanting to learn more about the Indigenous culture in Oshawa and in Canada, as well as making sure that it has representation as well in regards to like having opportunities to be seen and appreciated and understood, as well as others like South Asian art and um, Middle Eastern art. Like there is so much that can be experienced and told and appreciated with art. So I think it would be really cool to be a part of it. But yeah, I need to do some more research on it. Um, but yeah, thank you. I'm glad you recommend that if it fits into my time, I should do it because I think I would enjoy it. Um, and I have this weird pride now ever since living in Oshawa and opening up a yarn store in Oshawa. I have a weird sense of town pride, and Oshawa has had a bit of a bad rap. So when I moved here, my mom almost had a heart attack. She was like, "Where in Oshawa?" And where I live is actually very like reminds me of where I grew up in Markham. Like small, you know your neighbors, get along with your neighbors. Um, you know that if your house ends up on fire, they're going to be coming to see if you're awake and getting out of the house, um, or calling 911 for you. And there's a lot of hidden gems in Oshawa that my partner and I didn't even know were a thing until we moved here. Like, there are some beautiful trails. There's an excellent waterfront bike path. There's an excellent waterfront, period. And I have an odd sense of pride for this town now. And if I can help it in allowing, in like providing my time, then I feel like that's a good way of spending my time by giving it to the town I'm now oddly proud of. So, yeah. All right. Well, I have just finished the 2 passes for the 1 row. And we are at the 34-minute mark. So I am actually going to sign off, but thank you for joining me. This is the last pass I did. So we're adding in a lot of increases now. So I'm excited. But yes, thank you for joining me. Also, thank you for indulging me in my reading of the first few pages of this book. That really resonated with me as a shop owner. I really appreciate every time y'all come join me on this February knitting challenge. It feels great. Oh, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. Give the baby a hug and kiss for me, and have a fantastic day. Bye.